Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Saturday Spotlight video for this week. This one, we're going to be doing a Noah character Spotlight video. So, I haven't done a video in a couple days, and I am very sorry for that. Not really any topics in mind, and not too much going on with the Walking Dead universe overall. Of course, we did have the brand new issue of The Walking Dead released this week, but not too much for The Walking Dead in the last couple days, and getting close to the end of school now, and just kind of busy. So anyway, but definitely did not want to miss my character spotlight video for this week. I definitely wanted to do a character spotlight video on Noah, and this one was suggested by Brian Archam for suggesting this topic. So shout out to him, of course. Brian Archam. I think that's how you pronounce your last name, Brian Archam, right? I apologize if it's not, but yeah. So, but you comment on a lot of my videos, and definitely I want to say a big thank you for suggesting this Noah character spotlight. So everybody go subscribe to him. He actually has made a few Walking Dead videos as well that I've seen. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, let's do our character spotlight video for Noah this week. So, I really like Noah's character. He's a character that wasn't around for too long, and he definitely... There were periods of time there where there were a few episodes where he didn't really do anything and he wasn't really there, and then there was other times where he's around, like, a lot, so, but he's basically a seasoned character. He's a Season 5 character, introduced in Slaptown and killed off in, what was that episode? Episode 14 of Season 5. Oh man, what is it? Spend. That was the episode he was killed off in. So, now, I do want to say for this video, I don't like the hospital storyline. I know a lot of people don't either, so I am going to go over that pretty quick, which might speed up this character spotlight video, but I just don't like the hospital storyline, and that's what he comes from. One of Dawn's, workers and stuff, and of course, he kind of tries to get away. Beth helps him. He gets away, but Beth doesn't. And of course, then later on, robs Carol and Daryl in the city. So that's pretty cool, of course. And then Carol's captured. So then Daryl takes Noah back to the church, and they get Carol back, and minus Beth, of course. So of course, because Dawn just wanted Noah, and she wasn't gonna take no for an answer. So Noah, basically after the death of Beth, of course, they go to Wiltshire Estates. Or Shire Wilt, whatever. I think, yeah, it was Shire Wilt. They changed the name from the comics to the TV series. So anyway, they have that, of course, and then we got to see that his parents, are dead, or his mom is dead, and his twin brothers are dead. I think his dad already died, right? So So anyway, there was that, of course. He was very, very devastated about that. And one of his, twin brothers bites Tyrese, of course, in the arm, and of course kills Tyrese. So that's crazy, right? So, yeah. So then after that, they eat the dogs and stuff. Tyrese has passed away, and they eat the dogs. He tells Sasha, "I don't know if I'm going to make it," and she says, "Then you won't." So, pretty harsh, but whatever. I mean, it's kind of true at the same time, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so then this is the period of time where I find Noah's, not even in it. Like, when Aaron's here, when he gets introduced and they go to Alexandria and stuff, he's, barely in it. Like, he has a conversation with Aaron on their way there about his leg and stuff, about Pete and how he's a good doctor and stuff. But there's not really, it's just Noah wasn't really around that much. But then, of course, at Alexandria, he goes out on runs with Glenn, and, of course, Aiden is kind of leading, even though Glenn really... is the one that's kind of in charge, and he teaches Aiden, who's boss, of course, but they go on the run, and then, of course, I like the conversation right before they do, too, with him and Reg, right, of course, where, they're talking about meeting in the mornings and stuff, and, building things, and building that wall, and making sure the wall stays up, and he's like, "You think it could get knocked down?" He's like, "Yeah, well, it probably could, with all the dead ones around and all that kind of stuff." So, of course, they go out on the run, and, pretty simple. Eugene does find the stuff that they need, but, of course, Aiden is killed, and, Noah, of course, in the doors, revolving doors by Nicholas is killed. So, of course, he pushes his way, of course, so then Nicholas can get out, very selfish type move. And then, of course, he tells Glenn to not let go. And then he gets, taken, by the walkers, of course, and Glenn has to watch him die. So, Noah has one of the most brutal deaths I've ever seen in any Walking Dead episode. I mean, he really, they really showed just how badly he was getting just eaten alive. And I like the scene, but I don't, because it's so brutal. It's so, like, crazy. But, you know, I have to admit, you know, definitely it was a crazy scene, and it's always a scene that I'm going to remember when Noah got killed for sure. So, yeah, so of course, Noah as a character, you know, Season 5, Episode 4 to Season 5, Episode 14, you know, pretty simple character, I'm not going to lie, but he's a fun character. He's a character that was around for a lot of the hospital stuff. We saw, of course, Shire Wilt. He kind of took them there, and then, of course, his death was a huge part of Season 5, of course, with just how brutal it was and everything like that. So, definitely a character that, you know, can I say I'm going to miss? You know, no, but he's a character that, you know, I think, you know, he went through a lot. You know, he lost his dad in Atlanta, lost his mom and twin brothers, and, you know, everything in the hospital and stuff, and just to get eaten alive like that, you know, definitely a character that went through a lot, for sure. I mean, they all have been through a lot, but yeah, he went through a lot for sure. You know, especially for his age and stuff. Yeah, definitely. So, have to mention Everybody Hates Chris, too, because that is something people always say, hey, it's Chris, you know, from Everybody Hates Chris. So, yeah, I remember when he was casted for Season 5, people were like, what? Like, why is he, like, what's going on here? So, yeah, so that's pretty cool as well. But, yeah, Noah's an okay character for me, a character that, you know, definitely has gone through a lot, and, yeah, definitely a great suggestion for this week. So, if you want to get a shout-out from me, just like Brian Archam, I really hope that's how you pronounce your last name, Brian Archam, I'm going to go with that. Thank you so much for suggesting this topic, Brian. And I do want to say as well that if you want to get a shout out by Dan's Reviews in the next video, all you got to do is be the first one to you know, comment down below what character spotlight you want to see next week, and I will give you a shout out in next week's video for your channel. And of course, let's see what character spotlight video we do next week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a Let's Chit Chat video. Peace out.